So guys, listen here. Listen to me. This is a rant video, get me? There is something against Ross in this community. There is something against Ross in this community, guys. There is. Know what I mean? I'll read your messages, your comment. Like, I'm thinking, like, what the hell was going on? Know what I mean? Before even we begin this rant, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Friends is actually a big and was and is still one of the biggest shows, sitcoms, comedies, whatever. If I never react to this show, I would never know how big Friends is. You know what I mean? How people love this show, how this show means a lot to people. This is why we're going to invest talking about this even. Hello, baby. That's my daughter. So we're going to address some shows, the episode we released, episode 13 and 14, season 9. People have double standard when it comes to Ross and Rachel. When it comes to Ross, so many people attack Ross. Know what I mean? Yes, Ross don't make things easier for your boy. I get it. It doesn't make it easier for me, myself, and I too. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. But in this video we released, first of all, Rachel herself asked that Ross should put everything on standby, dating, focusing any other female outside their home between her and Emma. That was the agreement. Rachel asked that. And Ross, being such a beautiful heart it is, he goes, no, of course, I get it. And that's what's going to happen. Know what I mean? Now, tutus now. Ross saw Rachel kissed the guy who just started working with. Not even a goddamn weeks. You know what I mean? Listen, this is a rant. I'm ranting right now. Not even a weeks. Not even nothing. You know what I mean? Nada. Not even, you know what I mean? Yes, most of you made a comment, Rachel go right to date anyone she wants to date. No one disputing that. You know what I mean? No one is. Imagine now. This society is so bad when it comes to men. You know what I mean? This is not even men versus women. But society always make it as one. You know what I mean? We always make it against each other, but we shouldn't. We should always work as a team, which is Ross and Rachel did. But in this agreement, because it's this agreement, once two people actually agree to something, especially when there's a child involved, that is an agreement. Are you following me? So, obviously Ross is hurt now. You seen the video. Rachel's hurt now. Like, bruv, I thought we're supposed to be on standby with da-da-da. That's what she asked me to do. At least all these things she can do, communicate. Communicate, that is all the boy's asking for. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. That is all he's asking for. That's all that boy wants. That's all I want for. But as a man, that's for me, you broken the trust. Know what I mean? You got to kiss people. Yes, the number where Ross hitting the number was not good though. This is what I'm saying. Ross don't make it easier for your boy too. I get it. But that's today's going to be reading your comments. You know what I mean? Reading your comment, talking about this. But let me know if we can do live stream. If you prefer live stream or this, we can do that. Now, I mean, talk about this. Actually, you can hear from my perspective of my mind. You know what I mean? Fresh. No, you know what I mean? I'm so emotional right now because you lot be... So let's go to 1, 2, 3. This is temporary. Ross and Rachel are roommates. And they never set up boundary for dating. They were both free to date who they wanted to date. I did the last one, but you get the drift. Listen, by the time you're asking me to put my dating life on pause to focus on both of you, what is that? What is it? I don't understand. What is it then? You know what I mean? I don't understand it. Like, to be fair to this person though, the reply said, good point. You know what I mean? So, this was barely for the people at the back. This person already got it. I'm glad for someone wants to see Rachel's for who she... I'm not even reading. I'm not reading the goddamn thing. So the next one, obviously, Big up to this beautiful, legend. She said she agreed to what I said, of course. Let's go to the next one. You're forgetting one thing. Ross invites invited a strange woman to the apartment when both Rachel and listen. Every man will do these things, especially when they're confused. Every woman too. You know what I mean? What? So you're gonna be that kiss? You're gonna be kissing people and asking for numbers and that? There's nothing. You don't agree. You don't communicate nothing. Guess what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna go to World War II now. You know what I mean? Ross did something stupid. It's hot. Now, was that good idea? Hell no. We know Ross made the emotional decision, especially when he's hurt. We know this. You know what I mean? If this was Rachel in this position, I would still fight for this. I would still say agree to what you guys saying or disagree to what you guys saying. You know what I mean? But Rachel actually been taking the mick of my boy Ross. By the way, I do love Rachel still. I still do love Rachel, but this is where now this generation will go wrong in the relationship arena. Now, I mean, communication goes a long way. Rachel, of course, she can date whoever she wants. Of course she can. But communicate with me. Talk to me, darling. Talk to me, beautiful. Talk to me, my baby mother. Talk to me, my future wife. Talk to me. Yeah. Am I preaching here? Happy Friday, everybody. You know what I mean? I'm hype right now. I'm hype and happy to do. But what I'm saying is, this is RANT. JAX RANT. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's go to the next one. Hello, good morning, darling. Good morning. The KO4122. You should actually be with Rachel on this. They are not a couple. They are only roommates who happen to have a kid together. BS. BS. There's a reason why both of them think twice before they date someone else outside both of them. Because they're more than roommates. Now they're actually mother and a father. Now they're actually a couple, but not official couple. They do love each other, but they don't want, stupidly, I don't understand. They don't want to even confirm that. But that's here and there. You know what I mean? Roommates, cool. But roommate with an agreement saying that you're going to put your dating life on pause. So therefore, I'm going to do the same. Are you following me? I am going to do the same. That's all we're saying. Am I saying she's going to ask for permission? No. Hell no. All I'm saying is, you know what? Let's sit down. You know what I mean? Let's sit down and talk about this. Like, this is confusing to me. I want to start dating. That's all. And well, happily so, Russell would have been, you know what? Cool. You know, peace. God bless. You know what I mean? That's it. That is it. Communications goes long way. Couple or not couple. Are you hearing me, people at the back? Are you guys actually hearing me? Couples or not couple. You know what I mean? Next one. So let's continue reading this. Rachel decided to go out, have fun, live her life a little bit. Indeed. Of course. No problem with that at all. As she should. Since Ross and Rachel are no longer together, blah, blah, blah. Like what? Is Ross allowed to do it, but Rachel is not? You see, see what I'm talking about? Are we watching the same show? Are we watching the same show? It does not sound like it. It does not, when I'm reading it does not sound like it at all. It is a life. You see, this, for me, someone who's defensive. Know what I mean? No one says she's allowed to date. All I am saying, communicate with your boy. Know what I mean? If I was in Ross' shoes, I'm probably gonna flip too. Know what I mean? Let's recap for a minute. Rachel even stated that why everyone keep telling men to communicate with Ross. If we're watching the same thing, that alone should be enough. A grown-up woman, selfish is so, like, she thinks she can do whatever she wants to do without consequences, without even understanding that there is someone else's who you may call your best friend or your ex-husband or your ex-friend or your friend, actually, and someone who you have baby with. Now, I mean, communication. This is also a perfect example of most generation these days relationship was they're not going any forward because they don't know how to talk. They'll talk later after already caused a madness. That's all I'm saying. Even after, I can't even want to read this fully now because I don't understand. That alone is what? Is Ross allowed to do it, but Rachel's not? Let's refresh for a minute. Rachel kissed the person first. Rachel asked the number first. Ross did that one thing, got the women only to get Rachel back. It was not because he wanted to. He was confused. He was like, wait, what? We said we're gonna wait. We said da. But why did she not communicate with me? The guy is saying this. You know what? Though, on that note as well, one thing I'm learning to understand that society are not ready for men to share their the concerns or when they're struggling. Society are not ready for it because they always put men down when they're sharing it. The guys literally communicate. It's literally saying, bruv, we agree to this. So then, and I'm seeing comments like this. Come on, man. Come on, legend. I'm only actually doing this because we're legend. We're communicating it. So I want that to understand one thing is this generation doing not well. We're not doing well in that marriage arena or even talking. Know what I mean? Everything is men versus women, women versus men, and no one's holding accountability. Accountability is key, man. Be accountable for your action. Let's go to Wendy Sell back to 873. The whole relationship is a mess. Indeed, it's a mess only because two adults are not willing to actually to be honest with each other or even to themselves. They're not a couple. I'm not saying the word. The only roommate. Why people keep? No, wait, no. I was ready to say different one. I was ready to attack. You know what I mean? I'm in a ranting mode right now. You know. Anyways, Ross. When Rachel asked Ross to not date anyone, that was when she was still pregnant. And so what? The baby's still little. Emma's still a baby. She's not 5 or 6. She's still a baby. Breast milk. Let's that sink in. Breast to the milk. Mommy. That's the part. It's been 5 months. There you go. 5 months. She was speaking about while she was pregnant. They both always act like they don't want to be with each other. Of course, come on, man. We've been to this position. I've been there. When you like somebody, you realize, God damn, our difference is too large sometimes. You know what I mean? For me to protect myself, one thing we have to understand, as a man, I understand what Ross is. As a man, Ross literally just protected himself from Rachel. Because the last breakup, Rachel actually went hard on my guy. You know what I mean? I love Rachel. I fancy Rachel. Rachel's like a do boogie doom. You know what I mean? But as a man, if I went through half the thing Rachel pulled Ross in, come on now. Let's be honest, man. Come on. The first breakup was a mess. Come on now. Anyways, okay, when she was pregnant, okay, cool. But then get jealous when either one of them dates somebody. Rachel has the whole conversation with Phoebe, how they never talk about their feelings. Ross was not doing anything about their relationship. Of course, Ross was not. Yet again, he's protecting himself. So was Rachel, actually. You know what I mean? Which is a good thing. When you're going through that, if you were the right or wrong, sometimes you just feel tired. You know what I mean? You just like, why even bother? I love this person, but why even bother doing this? So, is Rachel just supposed to be out? No one's saying that. No one even saying that. I'm not saying for her to be around forever. If that she decide to move on, i.e., quote Ross, let me quote Ross for a minute. Why did she just tell me she want to move on? End quote. I do not think it's fair to put all this on Rachel. They're both, like, you see, people are looking at this thing as they're not a couple. No one said they were a couple. No one saying they are a couple. What I'm saying is that there are history here, and they should respect each other. Know what I mean? If I said, babe, or Ross, or friend, can we pause for a minute to look after me? and the baby. 5 months is not long enough. Even if it was 5 years, I'm still gonna come to, it's been 5 years. I remember saying this. Now I think now we should move forward. And the worst part is in this argument is, the worst part of this argument is Rachel turned everything around as if Ross was in the wrong. She did not even discuss what Ross said at all. She took it as a bullet. Boom! I'm moving that down. Oh, it seemed like this is not working out. So you're telling me before you gave birth, we were together. You gave birth 5 months later, this is not working because of one mistake, because of one thing I've done. Come on now. Is that really fair though? This is why many men these days also try to protect themselves, because women these days, they will look. This is not happening. This is not this day, but you know what I'm saying, right? We'll make a pick one thing, just crush everything because they're pissed. That's what Rachel did. This is not working out. I'm moving out. Instead of saying, you know what? Fair. You caught me. I should have actually told you about it first. I was confused myself. I can see why you're also mad. I can see why you also brought women in the house. I can see why you're also confused, because I am confused too. I made a mistake. I am sorry. But you should never do what you did with the number. Then deal with it. She didn't even do nothing. She took what Ross did with the number. She took whatever's happening and just hold it against Ross and moved out with Emma. Everything shut down. Every shop shut down. Let's be honest though. I should be honest, because I don't think many people are honest when it comes to, especially Ross. You know what I mean? Especially Ross. I don't think so many people are against Ross and against men who express themselves in a place where women just take the piss. Rachel actually does take the piss of Ross. Let's be honest. So many things she will say to him, and I'll highlight it. People are like, oh no, she only said that because they're friends. And then when they're in a relationship, she's different. Remember how they broke up? Remember what Ross did? How Rachel reacted? Remember, Rachel still blames Ross because the reason why they broke up. Not even being a humble side, say, you know what? This is both of our fault. You know what? I'm partially blamed for this. None. Come on, guys. It's like a club, Rachel clubs and Ross clubs, or But the funny thing is, I'm rooting for them. I want them to work out. That's just me. And if you don't work out, even a guy who she kissed, I think they're still good together. You know what I mean? But we need to, as a society, we need to look at things as they are and be honest. You know, one thing I'm finding out, people are not really honest when they're actually talking about things like this. That's a life-changing situation. You know what I mean? Like or not, we do get influenced by the show we watch, by the thing we invest ourselves in, by whatever we listen to, give an ear to. We get influenced by it. But guys, happy Friday. And the next episode of Friends, probably Sunday. And then I'll see you soon. But in the meantime, do take care. Peace.